Good evening and welcome back to Be Rich. The usual thing that happens when there's a Democratic president and a Republican controlled Congress, not the Senate, have a clash. That's what is happening now. It happened in 1995 when there was a man called Gingrich and Clinton as the president and the speaker. And then you have Buchner and Obama in 2011 to 13. What basically now the government of US has to go and get
Congressional approval.
congressional approval to
Congressional
borrow more
approval.
money.
Congressional approval.
The first debt strike came when it was 4.6 trillion. Then the second came at 16 trillion. Today it's 31 trillion. So neither party is very serious about cancelling debt or bringing down debt because they know that they won't be elected if they bring down debt, because all the freebies have to end, all the good things have to end, all the sweetmeats have to
Music
end.
is switched off.
Yeah, the music is switched off. So as long as there are politicians and people and there is democracy, debt is not going to go away. Debt is only going to increase, and currency will always be debased. This is all we know. Then why is this happening? This is always happens when the Republicans feel that they have lost control and they have to score one upon the Democrat president. This is the only weapon of choice they have. So what will happen? There's of course big talking up saying that there will be a default and all that. Basically, the treasury was expecting this to come. What they have done is they have moved money so that interest will be paid till June. So till June you will not have any major impact. Maybe some federal programs will be not funded. They will not be given money. And some of them may get delayed salaries, contractors may get delayed payments. But the real default is when you don't pay interest on treasury bonds. But that is not going to happen till June. But after some time, what will happen is the Republicans will blink and there will be some counter concessions depending on the mood of the people. If the mood of the people, Biden will try to use this to portray that the Republicans want a recession, because there is a recession around the corner in America. And if the government does not spend, if the Fed is not able to clear bills, that means more money will get stuck, and therefore a recession is imminently possible. And Biden knows this recession is possible. He will say, this is why this recession is there, because if you had given me debt in time, I would have solved this problem. When Trump was the president, they cancelled the debt ceiling. They suspended it.
Because of the pandemic.
So they suspended the debt ceiling. Twice they have just suspended this debt ceiling. So this debt ceiling, according to me, is a joke. Nothing much will happen. End of the day, the Republicans will blink. Whether they blink on political reason without gaining any concessions, or an act will be passed in which the president will agree to do some cuts, cosmetic cuts, and everybody will kiss up and make up and go home. In another 10 years from now, instead of $32 trillion, the debt will be $64 trillion. This is what 41632. So the next crisis will
Sounds
come in.
like the bit counter.
Yes, it looks like the
64
bit.
GB, 128 GB.
Exactly. So this is nothing to be worried about. The press has nothing much to report, and there is a lot of excitement around this.
Okay, I want to play devil's advocate. What Anand says is absolutely true. In all probability, in a sane world, what Anand says is absolutely true. There'll be a bit of cosmetic fighting happening, chin music going on, then eventually and finally, things will fall back into place. But interesting thing that happened was the speaker election, Kevin McCarthy's election. We saw the unprecedented thing of 15 times he went and begged and he pleaded. Then finally, Gates made him crawl like a good boy. Went crawling to Marjorie Green and Gates and said, please, let me be speaker. Whatever you want, I will do. And he got the gavel finally.
No, that's
So
what-
this may not be as simple as it was before. Hang on. You said simple, yes. There is a militant group within the Republican Party Because the problem is their base has been told year after year, election after election. These guys came to power, Republicans telling their base extreme views. Then these guys were voted in, and they all capitulated, and they all gave it up, and everything was back to normal. Politics back to normal. And every 2 years, the cycle kept on happening. Their base has got fed up. They first sent someone like Trump in, thinking things will change. Things did not change to their direction. Their extreme views were not implemented. So now they've said, okay, let's take possession of this house.
No, but this house,
Hang on.
most of the, in my opinion, most of the deep Trump loyalists have lost. That is why you have a very narrow majority of 18 or something. Only 9 Republicans have to switch. See, you are true if there is a majority of 30, 40.
So you feel a, a flank of moderate Republicans will side with the Democrats.
Yes, if the push comes to shove,
Okay.
yes, a slice of moderate Democrats who were involved in Project Lincoln will defect because they don't want to be stuck with the guy. See, the conservatives are businessmen and they are funded by big business.
Correct. So let us.
They will not want a recession.
Fine.
There will be a slice of the so-called, nobody in conservative is modern. The anti-Trump faction will be emboldened to vote along with the Democrats.
Okay. Anand has said this correctly. So there's a business sensible conservative bloc, the Lincoln
It's a small,
bloc.
the
It's
Lincoln
small,
bloc.
which is enough. So let us assume the reason why they would switch is, first of all, if the treasury bond is always considered a safe source of income, if the US defaults on that, what does that mean?
That means the entire world banking system will collapse.
Correct. So what?
Because
explain
all,
this to our audience.
okay,
Why
why this
Lincoln
will
group-
never, why this Lincoln group will never do it.
Yes. Why?
The bedrock of American dominance of the world is the US reserve currency. So if US reserve currency means nobody keeps dollar printed at home.
Correct.
So everybody has used those dollars, given it to the US Treasury, and bought these Treasury bonds.
Correct.
So if India has $520 billion in foreign exchange, or 541 is the latest figure, nearly 400 billion will be in US Treasury.
True.
China has $2 trillion of US Treasury. Japan has trillions of dollars of US Treasury. The other day I saw Buffett talking to Charlie Rose, recently, Charlie Rose, in which he says every week he is buying $5 billion of treasury.
Correct.
A treasury bill is considered as good as cash.
Correct.
And with a small cash flow return, it's a negligible return. That negligible return per bond adds up to a significant amount when all bonds interests have to be paid.
Correct.
If it defaults, the entire world financial system will collapse.
Correct.
And everybody, it will be worse than 2008 all over the world.
It will be multiple warheads.
Yes,
of
because
2008
because nobody will
imploding everywhere simultaneously.
because treasury is cash.
Correct.
Now that means it's like demonetization.
Correct. It'll be electronic form of demonetization.
It will be an electronic demonetization.
Where Fed wiring of money
Yes.
will suddenly just stop.
It will stop. Because if the Fed is unable, is defaults on interest payments. Therefore, I think this will not happen.
Correct. Because the implications are just not in an American or a state level or in a county level.
Yes.
We're talking about on a global level.
This is a global problem.
Correct.
And then the US may lose its reserve status.
And the rest of the world will never trust US after this.
Yeah. So that's why this is not possible.
Correct. So this is why, no matter how much that right wing
Yeah.
guys are clamoring for this,
This is not
it will
going to
never happen because end of the day, majority of Americans will not want this to collapse.
No, we met our cousin
Yes.
who voted Trump and now says will never vote Trump.
Correct.
And she has voted Republican all her life
Correct.
because of taxes.
Yes.
And she is going to vote anti-Trump now.
Yes.
This is the current mood in US.
Yes.
Anyway, thank you for watching Beerich. If you like this content, hit the like button of my video and subscribe to my channel. Turn on the bell notification. If you do not turn on the bell notification, you will not be notified every time we put out a video. Once again, I thank you for your support for Beerich. I want to thank all of you for supporting our event in Oman with great enthusiasm. A lot of people turned up in Oman, and a place where I don't have much influence. I wish to thank all of you for your support. The next event is going to be in Qatar, Doha. The event is scheduled for the last week of January. Those who would like to meet me in person in Qatar, Doha, or come to our event in Doha can send their request to the mail ID given below or contact the WhatsApp number flashing on the screen. My team will respond to you. See you in Qatar in the last week of Jan. It's a great privilege and honor that so many of you in thousands have subscribed to my channel and have supported me. I have written two books in English, The Alchemy of Money and Ordinary Stocks, Extraordinary Profits. These books are published by us and are ready. If you want to procure a copy, send us a message to the WhatsApp number given below and my team would respond to you. If you want an Amazon Kindle copy, you can click the link below. Finally, those who wish to consult with me can send a mail to berichenglish@gmail.com. Once again, I thank you for your support. If you like this video, press the subscribe button of my channel, hit the like button and turn on the bell notification.